Welcome, family, to part 2 of the mindset class. Before we begin, I do have some guests to introduce to the class. First, we have Miss Erica Martin, our life and marriage counselor that was here in the last class. She is back tonight. So thank you, Erica, for being here again. Next up, I have my spiritual counselor, my herbalist, not that kind of herb, but my herbalist. If you need a cure for anything, this is who you call. I call her Mama P, but Miss Patricia Brazier, I thank you for being here tonight.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
And last but never least, I brought in a financial specialist to help with our risk management side of things. Notice I said specialist and not advisor. She don't want that title, so I'm not going to give it to her. She's been a financial specialist for 10 plus years. Please welcome Ms. Lewis to the call as well.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. So we want it now, just like it appears that they got it down. So can we talk on this and how we can combat this?
I'm glad you mentioned the appearance of, because that's all it is, right? And usually when things come instantly, we lose it as quickly as we gained it. And I know you guys are in a field where as much as you want things to come quickly, it doesn't necessarily work that way. And so it's important to not get wrapped up in that, because you'll lose focus when you do.
And that can lead to poor risk management. So what are some things that we can do to help combat?
So I just want to jump into what was previously, we were previously talking about, which is loss. And so for me, I associate the word loss with things that don't come back. So if I lost it, it's gone. And then once you to like lose something, you're chasing it. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to get it back or things like that. And it steadily moves further away. So that creates a lack of control, which is a lack of risk management. So I think I just wanted to, touch on that a little bit.
How do we change our mindset about money or our relationship with money?
Well, one thing to do, when we talk about risk management, is making sure you're comfortable with the amount of money you are investing in the market. Is very important.
If you feel bad, then you look for the good in something that you had experienced that you can remember that feeling. That helps you to go into that gratitude spirit. It's only two highest spirits that you can go in, and that's love and gratitude. Those are the most high. And when you equate that with a feeling or an experience, that help raise your vibration. So those are little exercises that you can do outside of the meditation, is go into gratitude and look at things that you experience. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for I am the first to trade in my family.
Like it gotta work. Like that's my only motto right now. It got to work. Ain't no turning back. Ain't no punching no clocks. That's dead. So, and I see where the bright side is. Like I see people make money. So that's the motivation for me. So when I see these people making thousands of dollars in 5 minutes, but you make $6,000 in 15 minutes, you can make a person whole salary within a day. So I'd be a fool to me to go to work when I know I can do this. And I can wake up, walk downstairs, go to my desk, punch a couple buttons, read some charts, make a few $1,000s, and I can go back to bed if I choose to. So to me, that's life to me compared to going and managing these people again that I don't even want to see every day. So I can do all this in the privacy of my own home, and I had to deal with the outside. And like I said, the outcome is 10 times greater. I'm making them rich. I'm about to make myself rich. That's why I didn't hesitate to pay for these courses, because I know that the money gonna come once I learn it. So I'm trying to stay focused, because like at the end of the day, it's got to work. Like it ain't no exceptions to this. It got to work.
And that's good, Terrence. That's a good call. It was time. It was time to move. You just mentioned it yourself. Vibrationally, it was time to elevate. You are your own person that is creating your own creation. And so when you did that, it was time to step up because it's time to take charge. So yes, stick in there. And again, you said management. You did management. And a lot of times when you did that decade at those places is to see the missing. So now you're fulfilling the missing. It's your turn. So you good. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Also, stop looking for the perfect strategy. The perfect strategy does not exist. It just does not exist. I wish it did. It doesn't. I feel like as traders, we'll hop from strategy to strategy because we'll go try this strategy out and we'll take some L's and be like, oh, that's not a good one. Or then we'll hop to this strategy over here and think, okay, we got some L's, got a couple of wins, got more L's, and be like, oh, that's not it. I promise you, it's not the strategy. It's not the strategy. Most of these strategies work. They're just using different terms, and it's the same thing. I promise you, it's the same thing. But you have to find the one that do work for your personality. I give you that. Like I said, when I started trading, the strategy that I used didn't tell me the why, and I needed to know the why. So I ran across the strat, and the strat told me why, and that worked for me and my personality. But at least I gave that first one a try. I gave it a try. It just didn't work because it's not telling me why I want to get into a play. You can't tell me to do something. It has to make sense for me to do it. And that just didn't make sense. So I had to go find another strategy that fit my personality. It's still in my toolbox to this day. If I go back and look at it now, it makes perfect sense to me now. Would I use it? No, I'm definitely not going to use it, but it's there if I ever need it. But it wasn't the strategy. The strategy worked. It just didn't work for me. So yeah, find a strategy that works for you and your personality, but don't think, oh, this one didn't work because I took an L, or this one didn't work because I took more L's than the last one. Let me go find the next hot new thing. It's all telling you the same thing. It's all reading price action. Some just got more indicators than others. Some don't have any indicators. But don't think there's a perfect strategy out there. It don't exist. It just doesn't exist. I wish it did. If it did, we'd all trade and use it. But it just doesn't exist. Answer this for me. Which have you heard of more? Someone blowing their account by taking small losses, or someone blowing their account by taking multiple losses? Which have you heard of more? Small losses or large? Large. Large. So why do we allow the market to play on our fears and play on our emotions of us feeling deflated when price come and take out our stop losses? Why do we allow that? Why do we allow that? You know how many times I've been in the trade and I'm saying price is gonna go that way, and then price will come back and hit my stop, and then I'll get back in, and price come back and hit my stop, and then I'll get back in, and then it finally goes my way. It finally goes my way because I know, they know, I know, they know what they're doing. So if I know what they're doing and they're trying to play on my fears and they're trying to keep me from making money on this trade, why am I going to allow them to defeat me? I'll give them 3 tries to get me out of this trade. If they give me the 3rd time they got me, I'm moving on. But I'm giving it 3 times. But what I'm not going to allow them to do is play on my emotions. And that's what they're doing, because if it keeps hitting your stop and you keep getting in, then you're going to start thinking you're doing something wrong. But it's not you. It's not you. You see where price should go. The chart is telling you where price should go. They're just trying to get you out of that trade so you don't make money. They don't make money when you make money. They make money when you lose. So if you're not in that trade and you taking these small losses, they make money. But you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with that. Take the small losses and take the large gains. If you winning, let it run. Let it run. Let it keep playing to your target. Don't cut it quick. Be confident that this trade is going to work out. Be confident. This is the setup that I take every time. I went over the 4 setups that I take every time. Every time I see it, I'm pressing the button and I'm taking it. Either work out or it don't. Hopefully it do, but I'm taking it every time. You're not going to stop me from not making money in this trade because I know what I'm seeing on this chart. I've done it enough to where I've seen it play out. I've done it enough. You're not fit to play me. You're not. And they'll do these long wick candles. Y'all see it. These pivot point candles, and they stop lossing. Y'all see it every time. But that's them playing on our fears. That's them trying to irritate us, because now we don't even want to trade them, or we ready to quit. But take the small losses. I'd rather take the small losses than keep taking large losses and keep moving my stop back and no, it's gonna go back this way, and it never do. It never does. So take the small losses. The mistake I made is that when I first started, I hid in the back, and I did not because I didn't want to ask questions. Is that who I asked the questions to didn't respond, or I didn't know what to ask. So it's definitely a lonely game, but if you can just find somebody to connect to, I don't know if y'all struggle with this, but when I was going through my stuff, I didn't have nobody to talk to. So the people I would talk to, I would tell them, but it'd be like nothing to them. Like, okay, and like, but they don't really get like the pain that you really go through mentally with trading. Like it's definitely it's definitely a pain that you feel like they can't relate to, or you ain't never been through that before, so you don't understand like why I feel this way. But I recommend you guys, if you have somebody that you can reach out to, another trader, like link up with them so y'all can share these stories with one another and y'all can feed off of each other. Like, don't do this alone. Don't do what I did. Don't do that. Don't do what I did. And that's why I told y'all first class, like, I'm here for y'all. Whatever y'all need, let's go get it. Let's go get it. We get it together. Let's go get it. Y'all all got my number. Let's go get it. And I get it. Y'all don't want to, overwhelm. No, let's go get it. Like, I mean that. I really mean that. I feel like that's my purpose. Like, it's my purpose for everybody I come in contact to keep them motivated, to keep them going. Because I know that it's possible for us all to do it. Ain't nobody better than you. Ain't nobody better than you. They not. It might appear like they are, but those are just things. They not better than you. Until next time, I thank you guys for breaking bread with me. You guys stay blessed.